Hey there YouTube, how is everybody doing out there? Oh boy, so just on one of my walks, and I've had the idea of just talking briefly off the cuff about expectations versus reality. So, case in point, I think I alluded to in my last video that I've recently bought some bits and bobs, technical stuff, a lot of it to help me on my journey with YouTube creation, and that hopefully once I'd unboxed everything and got everything sorted, I'd then be able to be at least semi-consistent with posting maybe one video a week. I don't know if I said that part, but that was the goal, to do at least one video a week. That hasn't happened. Basically, one of the things I got was a basic drone. It's called a DJI Neo, and I tried for 2 days straight out here where I actually am now to try and get the thing to work. And the whole idea of getting it was that it does have a remote control, but it also has a palm feature, which is what interested me because I've never used a drone before. Cut a long story short, this is still ongoing now with the technical support team. Basically, the app that you're supposed to use from the website. Originally, I got the app from Google Play Store, and it wasn't actually to do with DJI Neo. They said they have this problem a lot where people are getting these apps from different companies. I didn't know this, of course, but that was one reason why I couldn't get it to work. But the actual proper DJI Neo app itself will not load on my phone. I think it's to do with the fact that my smartphone is a couple of years old now. It's not high tech. I'm not really one for phones and gadgets and technical stuff anyway. So as a basic phone, it stood me well, but I think I'm going to have to get a new phone at the moment, which I want to do anyway, but I think I'm going to have to get one sooner rather than later, because it kind of ties in with the other stuff, which is someone commented on my other video that the shake, which I've seen since watching the video back, I didn't realise it was so bad. There is no anti-shake system on my phone. I thought there was one. So hence I'm now sitting there holding it at arm's length. I actually didn't bring my selfie stick out today because I didn't really think I was going to take a video, but I thought, what the hell. So I want to get a new phone. I've also got these wireless microphones, which I'm not using at the moment. It works perfectly fine indoors with my computer. Can't get it to sync up with my phone. I've even bought some adapters, USB adapters, because it takes like a micro USB fitting. So I've done all that. So still no joy with that at the moment. What's the other thing? Also, my little basic digital video camera that I've bought. Managed to get the thing to work. I was hoping to take that as well as my drone to the Lake District, which I went last weekend, and I couldn't use either because with the video camera, even though they've supplied a USB cable, it doesn't transfer files onto my PC. So that's another ongoing technical support thing I have at the moment. I've just sent off for an SD card and a micro USB adapter, so hopefully that'll fix that problem. But as I was joking with my friend on the walk, I said of the 5 things I bought recently, only my computer, which is the main thing I wanted, that's working fine. Everything else I've had some sort of issue with. So anyway, slightly off topic, but so expectations versus reality. Yeah, I mean, for me, something I think about a lot now that I've turned 50 is the expectations of what I thought my life would be. And I know everyone has this at various stages of their life, but I think it's fair to say once you certainly hit 35, 40 plus, especially now being 50, excuse me a minute, I've got to swap, my glove's going to be in the way, but I've got to swap arms for a minute. The expectations I had of where I thought my life would be at 50, even 40, isn't really where I thought it would be. I mean, I've never been one to climb the sort of corporate ladder or anything, but at the moment I'm in between jobs. You know, the polite way of saying basically I'm unemployed, but I am in between jobs at the moment, and I thought by the time I hit at least 40 that I'd be fairly sorted. Bear with me one sec. Fairly sorted career-wise. Never really thought about being married. Married's not my thing, and I don't want kids. I've never wanted that. But I thought I'd be at least settled down, perhaps, you know, a long-term relationship. That hasn't happened at all. I mean, I've been in and out of jobs, and I've had long-term jobs. Never had a long-term relationship. In fact, that's probably a topic for another video, but they're just 2 things. Another third thing is that I would be at least on my way to owning my own place. I private rent at the moment, and I've been doing that for 5 years. and I really like where I live and I like living there, but the landlord just keeps putting the rent up every single year. He's doing it within the 5% margin, which is all legal, but it's like, it's a 1-bedroom mid-terrace bungalow, and I started off at 525 and I'm now currently paying 630, and I know he's going to want to put it up again this year. And it's just the principle in me is like, I don't want to be paying constantly every single year to the point where, you know, what am I paying? £700 in excess of living in a 1-bedroom mid-terrace bungalow that's had nothing done to it other than just the insulation and some basic stuff. So that's a whole nother potential headache I've got to think about. But at the moment, the main thing is just trying to get work again. The relationship is, again, it's neither here nor there. I mean, yeah, it'd be great, but I'm pretty happy being single for the most part, like 98% of the time. So yeah, the expectations I had, even when I was in my 20s, or what I thought my 30s and 40s were like, nothing has really come to pass in the way that I thought it would. But you know, I guess it is what it is, to use a very often quoted saying. But just wondering for you guys out there, did you have any expectations of where you thought your life would be? Are you at the same age bracket as me? Are you maybe a bit younger, or maybe you're a bit older? You know, something that, again, I think I alluded to or brought up in one of the videos is that it's really cool to be on YouTube and seeing people of my age and up making these kind of videos, because I really relate to them, even if I'm maybe in a different country, or maybe, you know, some of them might be married or have families, or maybe remote working or stuff like that. But it's cool to see other people's viewpoints, and also to see people that comment on the videos. Like I said, I'm very much an avid commentator, so I always like to comment on videos that I watch. But, you know, I think the expectations now, especially with Gen Z and millennials, that, you know, they look at the 9-to-5 structure. And by the way, I have nothing against 9-to-5 or working, I really don't, but I do think there's something to be said about how a lot of the younger generation are just like, yeah, I'm not going to put up with having my neck stepped on, and, you know, wanting to please everybody, and to just fall into this stereotypical, you know, mold of what society thinks I should be. And I'm someone that's always been like that. I've very much been, I will often go against the grain, not because I think, oh, it's me being rebellious or anything. It's just that I sometimes just don't see why I should follow the same, you know, the set patterns that everyone else does. Like, oh, I should be settled down with kids and a job and all the rest of it. And like, why? Yes, obviously I want to have an income coming in, obviously, but outside of that, once my basic needs are met, for me, it's like, I don't, everything else is just like a bonus, you know what I mean? It's like, who cares if I tick off every box that society or even, you know, perhaps culture here in the West says I should do. So yeah, I just wonder what everyone else's thoughts are. That, as I say, it's just going to be a fairly quick video. I'm just off to go and get a carvery lunch/dinner, which I'm looking forward to. Hopefully next time, over the next week or so, I can get at least one of these technical issues sorted out, because I really want to get the drone sorted, and I'm just starting to get my head around using CapCut, which is one of the free editing programs out there. So I may even do a video once I'm a little bit more seasoned on how to use that, because I'm really, again, I'm not really a technical person, and I've only just got the real basic bare bones of using it. In fact, I'll put a link to my second channel, because, as I've said in one of my other videos, that I wanted to do a channel doing reviews on genre films, because that's something I have a big interest in. So I've now put a few reviews up, so I'll put a link into the description if anyone wants to check that out. But that's it for now. So yeah, take care of yourselves, hope you're all enjoying the weekend, and I'll catch you guys soon. Take care for now.